get through without too many alarms. 3 points in Group D. England 1, Croatia 0.
Didn't concede many chances, looked good going forward. Had a couple of friendlies prior to this game where we didn't get to learn a lot. That's the first time we've seen Gareth Southgate's hand, if you like. Very impressed with the formation that he picked. Yes, they will grow together, grow during the tournament, but that man on the screen there, Kalvin Philips, was the best player on the field today. He was absolutely outstanding.
Happy you said with the system, what about personnel? Would you change the 11 that started?
You can change the personnel. Yeah, you can. You can look at the bench. There is a lot of options there. They've got a very strong 26-man squad. But back to Kalvin Philips, he was brilliant today, and there's a lot of talk if Henderson was fit, he wouldn't have played. But next game now, you'll do very, very well to leave Kalvin Philips out. He's put his hand up today and said, I have to play the next game.
England winners by a 1-0, and it is Scotland next. Remembering, of course, that the Czech Republic make up this group. There we are. And that's 3 points. Clean sheet to go with it. And they're on the way. Jan, as our genuine neutral, what did you make of it?
Oi!
Your team were playing in this group.
But that makes me neutral for the game I was watching today.
It does not. Jan, sorry.
I think it's very positive to start a championship like this with a victory, especially against a very good team like Croatia. I thought that the rhythms of the game were very low, but I think this is also down to the heat, which the players will have to get accustomed to. But I have a lot of positives about England. I think he has confirmed he's a good side, and also he has played with maturity, which was something that I was looking for. That's encouraging. Although I mean it's a long way, and I'll be waiting for confirmations for this game.
When you look at individual performances, did you see any that were outstanding? Players that were better than the rest, the group around and about?
I thought Phillips was very good. He played a very intelligent game, considering also he was probably his debut in an important competition. He's done it extremely well, not only for the assist that he has provided to Sterling, but also for the way he played the whole game. So. He's certainly one that has done very well. Also, although he wasn't, challenged too much, Mings was good in terms of personality. But other than that, I would say the whole team was on a decent level.
Just look at the goal, and yes, Phillips played a part offensively, fabulous, lovely ball in there. But what about this challenge here? Why didn't that, from the Croats' point of view, result in the block?
He's gone with his wrong foot. If you look at it here from this angle, it's a perfect angle. He goes to go with his right foot, he realises it's wrong and ends up trying to go with both, but his knees crumble underneath him. From a Croat defensively point of view, that's one that they should have blocked, and they'd be very disappointed they haven't. But the point about Kalvin Phillips, what Franco was making just then, he's played the whole season for Leeds in front of the back four. He plays as a holding midfielder, he's a defensive midfielder. This we're seeing another side to his game, the offensive side, which he has got to him. He's becoming very quickly the all-round midfielder because he can do both his defensive capabilities and his offensive capabilities as well.
There's always ones in a tournament sometimes come through. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind if Jordan Henderson had been fit and had played a season, Kalvin Phillips wouldn't have started this game. I think that's an absolute certainty. But there's always one who comes into a team like that and shines. Now, can he do it again and again? I don't know. But he did play particularly well. And I thought England did, I agree with you, I thought the two centre-backs were okay, but they weren't really tested. Kyle Walker did what Kyle Walker does. I'm not so sure if Trippier was any better than I think Luke Shaw would have been, for instance. And I think that the rest were Harry Kane, nothing really to work on. Poor service. One really good chance that he might have taken, and he didn't. So he would be disappointed.
Let me ask you, you say might have taken.
Well, should have taken.
Should have taken.
Listen, if you're Harry Kane and you score goals with the regularity he does, and this comes bouncing across to you, and your side foot volley is required from 6 yards, we all expected Harry Kane to score there. Every one of us sat here, and it just kind of, whether the challenge puts him off, it's certainly close enough, but He gets his foot to it, but it kind of takes it in the shin, I think. Yeah, just off the top of his foot. He'd be disappointed, Harry, with that. But he's had nothing to work on today. Service wasn't great. I thought Foden started well, fizzled a bit. Mount was the same, started okay, fizzled a bit. So I think this is a good performance in respect that I think there's better to come from this England side than we saw today.
The scorer of the winning goal, of course, Raheem Sterling, and here he is.